I am publicizing this now because, as you can see, the police are refusing, and on my YouTube video, you see, for 4 years, they have refused to help enforce the law when it's in my favor to do so, but they've enforced the law abusively. They've abused the law in support of gang members and perpetrators intentionally. And you saw right now the methods that they're using. The police run away. And then it's plain as day why they're doing that. Their malicious intent, helping perpetrators, gang members. When Justine Taylor was in my house, drug dealing and prostituting, and I brought her home stuff in her home to the front desk in West Valley, they were complaining about the smell of fentanyl, but they made us live in that house with that fentanyl in a year and a half, and they were telling me if I don't allow her visitors who were drug dealing clients and prostitution clients, if I don't let them in there, they would arrest me. And they were enforced, they didn't want to come in there, even though I had the fentanyl on the front desk that they were complaining about the smell, all of that fentanyl drug paraphernalia. They refused to enter that space in my house where she was drug dealing and prostituting, saying it's a violation of her Fourth Amendment right. But when they can enter my private space without a warrant, based on a false report, intentional malicious false report, invite they and constantly provoke me, shove Officer Johnson, shoving his hand in my camera, coming towards me and saying, don't get it out of my face, going into a private space and not allowing me to see what they're doing in my private space, intentionally grabbing me, threatening to arrest me based on a false report. And then you saw what his reaction here is. I don't want to hear about it. The double standard and abuse of authority here at West Valley Police Station. Officers with intentionally malicious intentions in their selection of how they enforce the law in favor of criminals, drug dealers, abusers, perpetrators. Why? We need to find out, because they won't talk. They'll say, I already talked about it. We need to look into this. And I invite everybody, you can go, look at this police station, they disappeared. When it's them doing the wrong, they disappear. That Justine Taylor had the gang tag sign keys inside, all over the inside of the room in my house where she was perpetrating. She had it on the mailbox. She had it on the street corner. Huge. So she owned in her mind that that's what a gang tag means, because the police were enforcing it. And she got away with complete immunity, drug dealing, prostituting, killing my girlfriend's dog intentionally on that first time we filed the violation of the restraining order. So maybe I talk in front of the security camera, maybe they would listen, they would hear it and make this public. My voice needs to be heard. And all of the past targets of Justine Taylor, of this police station and of West Valley Police Station, needs to be publicized. They're obviously covering up their involvement, their systematic procedures to help squatters, scammers, lawsuit abusers, and perpetrators. You've seen it, I've documented it for 4 years. In psychology, when something is wrong in society and nobody does anything about it, it's called normalcy bias. Everybody knows it's wrong. Everybody knows police enforcement of squatters is wrong, but they turn their face away. They know, they say, we don't write the laws, we enforce them. They don't want to take responsibility. They use deadly force. They've been torturing me for 4 years, and they say it's the laws. We don't write the laws. They're doing wrong, they don't take responsibility. This is our police station when faced with the truth. They abandon us. The reason they're doing this, the reason I was targeted because I'm Middle Eastern. You can tell on my YouTube channel, the comment says, these are the laws. If you don't like them, go back to where you came from. So this is a hate crime that the police are participating. The police were scolding me. They were hating me. That's one of the reasons. That comment was posted several times, and the guest of Justine Taylor in that house is on video saying, go back to where you came from. So they do what they do because that's one of the reasons, because I'm Middle Eastern, and the bias because of 9/11 and the Iraq and Iran wars and the Afghanistan wars, the hostage crisis in the 1980s. Squatters, scammers, and corrupt politicians, corrupt police do favor targeting those who people don't care about. Among those are those that have societal bias against them. They were targeted. Also, that house where the squatter was staying is the second of 2 houses my mom owns. And so many attempts I have had to get the name of the judge who dismissed the case against my mom, to solve the 7-year problem stalemate. They keep preventing me finding the name of the judge who dismissed the case that they filed against my mom. On 2 occasions I came here, the officer looked on that computer there and told me, I don't want to give it to you. Why? On another occasion, an officer there wrote it on a yellow post-it pad, a number of the case. I went to Van Nuys, found out it's the wrong number. On another occasion, Sergeant Lafferty came out here scolding me, much worse than I was right now. This was nothing compared to what I got offered to discourage me. And then last time he kept avoiding answering why he wouldn't, just like he did today. They always give you the runaround. Here, let's see if somebody comes up. So here's someone here. Somebody should come up, or are they derelicting their duty in support of criminals here? I'm Zeke Matevosian, and normalcy bias. Horrible thing is going on. Police support of criminals. All of the violations of the restraining order that they refuse to enforce, all of the crimes against, including this one that they refuse to enforce, as you just see. Why? What is their explanation? And if they have number here that you call, when I report it to them, the officer tells me that's above my pay grade, that's a societal problem. When I posted in the Sepulveda Basin Dog Park, the city council member kicked me out of the dog park, and I found out it's because city council finds out about it, from the dog park, they would cut funding to the dog park because they don't want to see corruption reported in the city. The city council member doesn't want city council finding out about corruption. This is how systematic these methods that they use to cover up corruption. And you just saw it. Police station with no one here, a ghost town. Could I walk in here if I wanted to? Right? There's no one here. You can get some help. Wake up America.world. I respect the police. I respect the officers of law. I just want to restore honor and dignity to the uniform. And you don't have it right now. You run away from the truth. To correct the laws that are making you do immoral acts, it has to be articulated publicly, and that's what I'm doing.